All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to play detective. Our mission? To connect a bunch of seemingly random clues that actually tell one single hidden story. A story that might be unfolding inside your own body right now. Okay, let's dive right in. Clue number one. Ever had this? You're trying to wind down, maybe go to sleep, and you get this frustrating, almost creepy crawly feeling in your legs, an absolutely overwhelming urge to just move them. Now for clue number two. Chilblains. Yeah, that's when your fingers and toes get all red, swollen, and painfully itchy from the cold. But here's the real mystery. What if it's happening even when the weather is pretty mild? And our final clue. And this one might sound really familiar to a lot of you. It's that feeling of being cold all the time. A deep, bone-tired fatigue that sleep just can't seem to touch. And yeah, that stubborn bloating that just won't quit. So you've got restless legs, painful toes, you're exhausted and bloated? I mean, on the surface, those things sound completely unrelated, right? But what if they're not random? What if these are all breadcrumbs, all little clues pointing to a single culprit? Well, it's time to unmask that culprit. The one condition that can tie all of these strange symptoms together is an autoimmune disease, and it's called Hashimoto's. So what exactly is it? Well, put simply, with Hashimoto's, your own immune system, which is supposed to be your bodyguard, gets confused. It gets some bad intel, and it mistakenly starts to attack your own thyroid, that little butterfly-shaped gland at the base of your neck. And this is not some new, trendy diagnosis. It was actually first described way, way back in 1912. But it took science decades to finally figure out, oh, wait, this is an autoimmune disease. Today, we know it's the single biggest cause of an underactive thyroid, or hypothyroidism, in countries where people generally get enough iodine. And when you look at who gets this, the numbers are pretty stark. This condition overwhelmingly affects women. We're talking a ratio as high as 10 women for every 1 man. And while you can get it at any age, it's most often diagnosed in that 30 to 60-year-old window. Here's another really critical piece of the puzzle. Hashimoto's rarely shows up alone. It's often part of a bigger picture, frequently found in people who also have other autoimmune conditions. It's almost like once the immune system makes that one mistake, it's kind of more likely to make others. So how on earth does an attack on one tiny gland cause so many different problems all over the body? Well, it's all about the domino effect it kicks off. Let's go back to our first clue, those restless legs. The link here is stunningly direct. Research has actually found that having Hashimoto's can make you more than 2.5 times more likely to also have restless leg syndrome. That's a massive connection. So why? Why does this happen? Well, think of your thyroid as a master regulator. When it's underperforming, it can mess up your body's ability to absorb iron. And you absolutely need iron to produce dopamine, which is the key brain chemical for controlling movement. Add to that, low thyroid function can disrupt dopamine signals directly and even lead to nerve damage over time. It's really a perfect storm for RLS. That same domino effect explains our second clue too, the painful fingers and toes. Your thyroid is essentially your body's thermostat. So when that thermostat is turned way down because of hypothyroidism, your circulation gets sluggish and your sensitivity to cold just skyrockets. And that creates the perfect conditions for something like chilblains to show up. And what's crucial to get is that this damage doesn't happen overnight. It is a very slow burn. You can actually spend years in this subclinical phase where you just feel off. You have vague symptoms, but standard lab tests might even look normal. All the while, the immune system's silent attack is continuing until finally enough damage is done to trigger obvious, undeniable hypothyroidism. Okay, so we've connected the clues, we've identified the culprits, so what's next? How do you actually get some answers and find a clear path forward? To get the full story, a standard TSH test just might not cut it. A complete picture means you need to look at the actual thyroid hormones, the free T4 and the active free T3. But honestly, the real key, the smoking gun, is testing for the thyroid antibodies. A positive antibody test is what confirms the autoimmune attack of Hashimoto's. Now, the standard medical treatment for the hypothyroidism that results from this is pretty straightforward. You replace the hormone that your damaged gland can't make anymore. This is usually done with a daily medication like levothyroxine, and for so many people, it brings a ton of relief. But, and this is a big but, replacing the hormone doesn't stop the underlying autoimmune attack. And that reality leads us to a much deeper, more fundamental question. It reframes the whole problem, really. You have to ask, why is my immune system attacking my thyroid in the first place? Suddenly, the focus shifts from the thyroid to the immune system itself. And asking that why opens up a whole new line of investigation. It's where you might work with your doctor to explore potential triggers. What's provoking the immune system? Things like past viral infections, maybe exposure to certain environmental toxins, and crucially, the health of your gut, which is a major command center for your entire immune system. So you see, those subtle, nagging symptoms, they might not be so random after all. They could be clues in a very important story your body is trying to tell you. And the real question is, are you listening? Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.